What's goody, man? It's MUNFU Proffitt. Off top, man. Look, so the other day I was on good old Twitter, bro. Y'all know this is where I get majority of these topics from when it comes to these talking videos. But Dave, my homie, what it do, Dave, made a tweet. And that tweet, first of all, it went crazy. Second of all, I couldn't have agreed with the tweet more. I don't know. It essentially what it was a list of turning points in nerdcore, anime rap, whichever one you want to call it. And I want to chop it up. I want to chop the fable. I want to chop it. Well, when I say chop the fable, I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to chop it up. That's what they say in battle rap. So, look. The first thing on his list that he said was a turning point was Rustage's first cipher, which was something that I actually wasn't in the nerdcore community for, but that was the first thing, that was the only thing on the list that I wasn't in the nerdcore community for. But I shortly discovered Rustage after that. He did a song with Screw, and once he did a song with Screw, I feel like that's when a lot of the crossover fans kind of started bleeding over from, I guess, just the internet rap, YouTube rap in general, and kind of started, I guess, making everything more streamlined together, if that makes sense. I feel like the nerdcore people became more of the front line of what people were considered quote-unquote YouTube rap, and stuff like that. So that was the first point that he had on his list. The second point that he actually had on his list was DizzyEight's Madara track with Contrast. And I specifically remember that. If you watch my interview with DizzyEight, you'll kind of get a background story and how, you know, I guess both me and him kind of came up at the exact same time with this YouTube stuff. Well, I'm not going to say same time, but same paths with this YouTube stuff. And watching Dizzy kind of cross over from being so disrespected in a thing like YouTube rap and then transferring over to anime rap and getting this type of praise was crazy. Now, the biggest turning point with this song was the AMV style changed AMVs forever. Now, prior to DizzyEight dropping that song with Khan and him using the person that Khan wasn't very popular in the quote-unquote nerdcore scene that we see right now on YouTube, right? But Khan obviously had a huge fan base, had a couple of things that went super viral outside of that. So when Khan kind of came over and I guess put Dizzy on in a way with this AMV style, that AMV style completely changed everything. If you go back and look at the date of that Madara track, right, and then go back and look at every single other AMV prior to that, all the AMVs prior were literally just combination clips of everything, lyrics at the bottom of the screen. Combination clips of everything, lyrics at the bottom of the screen. Contrast and Dizzy kind of really shifted the culture with that Madara track so much because they added in different elements, different screens, different manga things, different manga, I don't know what y'all call it. I call it what I want to call it. But you know what I'm saying. So they added that, the lyrics jumping out the screen, different type of text. Yo, that was a huge thing. And from that point forward, almost every single major artist in nerdcore changed the way that they actually did AMVs. The third thing on the list was DPS Drip track with DizzyEight and Fable. Now, I actually think that Drip came out prior to that Madara track, right? But that was the first song that I would say was like the hit of nerdcore. I mean, bruh, that was the song that everybody referenced. Every single person was like, you gotta react to this. Every single person that I saw was like, yo, I need that. That was the track. First off, Fable came in there and brought the amazing vocals. Dizzy came up there, brought the amazing vocals and the swag. DPS came in there with the hunger. And they ate that song, bruh. That was definitely a very important moment. I feel like that was the moment that a lot of people in nerdcore realized they could be swaggy in their music too and still get these anime bars off. You see what I'm saying? So I really feel like that was a pivotal moment with a lot of to go on with what's happening today. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get through this whole list, depending on how long this video goes, but the next thing he had on the list was the new generation of Nerdcore. Because there was like a freshman class of Nerdcore. The people that we were used to was the Fables, the Divides, the Dan Bulls, the DPS, the Rustages. These were the main culprits in this act at one point in time, where everybody else, including people like Schwabity, including people like Connor Quest, where now are held in such high regards. I feel like at that time were usually more people that were used on ciphers and not quite as much on everything as much as they are now. It seemed like the turning point was when that otaku world came, and that was like the XXL freshman class of Nerdcore, and really brought a completely new thing in it. First of all, they brought the drill aspect to it. Second of all, they brought the super hood aspect to it, which was something that's relatable to me, something that's relatable to Dizzy, something that's relatable to a lot of people, I would say, in this culture's crew, all that kind of stuff. So that made it a different thing. It was like, you know, people woo walking and dancing. It was a whole different vibe. So I feel like obviously a song like Drip kind of paved the way for that, but for them to come in there and kind of make their own I guess lane, like Otaku World changed all of that completely, and that was a very big turning point, and I still think now a huge turning point in anime. Still to this day, like those people are making such noise in this community that I feel like I said again, if it wasn't for people like Dizzy and people like that Drip song, really, that kind of really pushed the boundaries between what Nerdcore and hip hop meets. It just made it like this, you know what I mean? I don't know. That was fire. But the next thing on the list was Game Boy Jones and Schwabity's exploration into new genres, formats, club bangers, break beats, etc. Right? Dave, bruh, I don't know what type of smiz you smizzed right before this list, but this list's amazing, bruh. I'm gonna end this video with this one, and then we're gonna break down the more later if this goes crazy. But honestly, bruh, this is facts, because Game Boy Jones and Schwabity are, I would say, two of the most versatile artists when it comes to Nerdcore. Because Game Boy Jones will give you a Hokage tonight. That's clearly the most smooth goddamn butter that's ever came up out the internet, right? But then he'll also give you some ribbity rap shit. He'll also give you some super referencey shit. But the point is that Game Boy and Schwabity steady push the limit. Schwabity is one of the first people that I would feel like is consistent with showing his face the way he did. I feel like he brought other people to show his face. Also, again, experimenting in different genres of music, doing rock and roll screamo side, doing heavycore rap, doing super lyrical shit, doing different punchlines. Like, all of these people, vocals, I mean, Schwabity is literally just singly sung on Rustage songs that were amazing. Game Boy Jones got that, boy, I've been in church my whole goddamn life ad voice, boy. And I love it. And same thing with him, bro. He's brought the R&B element, the rock and roll element, the hip hop element, just different elements into this culture that we all appreciate. And I don't know. To me, I feel like this list is super valid, and y'all can let me know in the comment section too, because I would like to extrapolate on all of these different things, right? So if you guys could put in the comment section different turning points, I have like 2 more lists that he did that are just as fire, bruh. So let me know. Drop a like. MUNFU Proffitt, we outside. Goodbye.